Hey guys, it's me, and this is my first video for the TheRingedWizard channel. Today I'll be bringing you a bio of my favorite Kamen writer, namesake of my channel, Wizard. Now, I'm also looking off a script I typed up for this, so give me a little bit of a break here. This is my first bio video, so yeah. Alright, well, this premise of the series is people were kidnapped for their hidden magical abilities, which makes them called gates. Now, if a gate is driven into despair to the point where they can't come back, they end up becoming the main creatures of the show called phantoms. They can take their human form, and their memories, but they're not the same person. They are literally a evil clone of the original gate. And the original gate, therefore, it dies. But if you hold on to your hope, or whatever keeps you living, you can hold back the phantom and therefore obtain the ability to use magic, becoming a wizard. The main person, Haruto Soma, did that by keeping his inner phantom, the dragon, inside, thereby giving him ability to use magic. After the whole event called the Sabbat, he pretty much was confronted by a newly created phantom, which I'll talk about later, and saved by the mysterious white wizard, who gives him a wizard driver and the flame ring. So pretty much he was given the tools to use his magic. Sorry if I'm stuttering, guys. It's my first video. Give me a break. Let's see. What do I say next? He has a few allies in the show. A girl named Toyomi, who later in the series I'll probably talk about later is a mysterious girl. I'll talk about more about her when the whole series is over. A rainmaker Wajima. He also has a officer partner called Rinto, and his so-called assistant Shunpei, and that's my phone. Sorry about that. He also has a couple there's also a couple other Kamen riders. Beast, a few mages, and White Wizard, sort of. Now I'm going to talk about the actual items. First off is the wizard driver, which you can see a picture of right now. The wizard driver is his henshin device that allows him to tap in and access all his magic abilities with his wizard rings. He has two types. One's on his right hand, or for magic rings. One in his left hand, or for transformation rings. He can access, if it's not in its driver form, it's in a normal belt. It's literally a normal belt, but with the hand buckle in the middle, which you can obviously see from the picture. But it's set differently. If the hand is going like this, I know it's going to be opposite when you see the camera, it's going to be magic. The other side, transformation. He can access most of his regular magic rings when it's not in its henshin form. Now, to switch between the two types of rings, you use the levers on the side. One for magic, one for transforming. It'll shout for a transformer, transforming into his styles. It shouts, Shabudubi Touch Henshin, or Shabudubi Tachi Henshin. For magic, it's Lipachi Magic, Touch Go, or Lupachi Magicu, Touch Go. I'm still trying to learn how to say some of this in Japanese. With any kind of ring, normal ring he scans, once it's off the wizard driver, it'll announce please or Purizu. If he scans a ring that is used for finisher, it'll use, say, very nice or choini, or then, and then afterwards, before the name of the spell is very nice, and after is awesome or psycho. Saiko, not psycho like the horror movies. Okay, some of the magic rings. Connect or connectu. It pretty much sums up a portal. He can pull out his weapon, the wizard sword gun, which I'll describe later, or anything else. Small, Sumaru, allows him to shrink. Driver on or Doraiba changes his normal belt into the wizard driver itself, which is just the ring is literally just the hand buckle of the on top of the ring. Defend or Defendu creates a shield to protect him or anyone else and can be infused with an element of the current style activated. Kick Strike or Kiku Straiku initiates his Strike Wizard Rider Kick. The kick differs for each style activated, and for certain styles you can use a certain magic ring to give it a bit of a variation. Like example, land style Rider Kick was a drill strike wizard, however you call it. Engage or engagey allows him to enter a person's underworld if they're in the middle of being in despair and their inner phantom is awakening. And once the inner phantom is destroyed, the gate becomes a normal human, and it allows some support for him to escape. Drago Rise or Drago Raizu summons Wizard's inner phantom, Wizard Dragon, or Dragon. Sleep, same, obviously. Big, light, please, or Prizu, allows the wearer to absorb mana from Wizard, which drains him of his powers momentarily. And Koyomi is the only wearer of this ring due to things I'll explain later in the series episode video. Bind or bindu. It restrains a target by mystical chains and can be infused with current style element. So you can have water chains, earth chains, fire chains. Copy or copy allows Wizard to copy not only himself but also in some cases his weapon. Now let's talk about the transformation rings. The form's names they go to are what they call styles in this one. Like Forze and his states, O's and his combos, Double and his memory forms. Let's start. Flame or Furemu is Wizard's basic form based off of red opal-shaped ruby, and it's the most balanced of the four with its speed, strength, and agility. And it obviously infuses magic rings and attacks with fire. After it's scanned, it'll chant he, or fire 5 times in a row. Water or Wota is Wizard's diamond-shaped sapphire form, obviously blue. Obviously, and it can infuse magic with water, attacks and water, with water. Can't talk. It's slightly weaker than Flame style, but it's a little bit faster than it coming to speed. When it scans, after it scans, it says water 4 times like a barbershop quartet, meaning sweet, 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 sweet. And I'm sorry if I sound ridiculous doing that. Okay. Hurricane or Hurricane is Wizard's green triangle emerald form. It's by far the fastest of the 4, but weakest due to in its strengths and punching abilities. This style is more suited for aerial combat due to its ability to hover in the air for quick attacks. It prefers to hold in this style he prefers to hold a wizard sword gun in reverse grip in sword mode. Like, instead of holding it like this, he holds it like this, slashing up like that. After the ring is scanned, it'll chant wind or foo 6 times. Like foo, 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 foo. Land. Wizard's yellow square cut citrine based form, or Topaz, I think. I'm not sure what it's really called. It's obviously the strongest of the 4 by having high punching and kicking, but definitely the slowest. After the ring is scanned, it'll chant a combo of dew or earth and dawn. Okay, before I go on to these next styles. These next styles are power-ups of his original forms by tapping into the power of his inner phantom dragon. Hereby calling them dragon styles. Flame Dragon, Flame Dragon is a stronger version of it. If you scan the special ring, it summons the Drago Skull or Drago Skull to perform the Drago Breath, Drago Prezu finisher. Literally shoots big time, pouring a fire at the guy. First used against Phantom Phoenix to burn him away. And when you chant, its chant is burn in the same tune as Flame Styles. Bow, 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 bow. More dramatically. This ring was created from a stone given to him by a white wizard. Water Dragon, or Water Dragon. Obviously another stronger version of its previous form. When it scans a special ring, it'll summon the Drago Tail, or Drago Tail, on his lower back. And when the Blizzard Ring, or Blizzardo Ring, it initiates the Dragon Freeze Whip finisher. Literally whipping him with ice on the tail. When this ring is scanned, it chants a combo Jabba, Bashan, and Zaboon. I'm not even going to try singing this one, it's confusing. Both the Blizzard Ring and the Water Dragon Ring were created from a stone found in Wise Man's Hideout by Koyomi and White Wizard's Plummonster Black Cerberus. Hurricane Dragon, or Hurricane Dragon, is obviously it's obviously going to be a stronger Hurricane style form. Again, when the special ring is scanned in this form, you get the Drago Rings, or Drago Rings. And when this magic thing called Thunder, or Sanda, it initiates the Dragon Lightning Tornado, or Dragon Right Tornado, pretty much flying around, zapping them with a big endless thunderstorm. And both the Thunder and Hurricane Dragon Rings were created from a stone given to him by another cop named Kizaki. Land Dragon, or Randu Dragon, is a very, very much powerful form of Earth's land style. Again, with the special ring, you get the Drago Helucos, or Drago Herukudo, on his forearms. And before he scans the special ring, he can scan the gravity ring, initiates the Dragon Levitate Torn, or Dragon Fuyo Tone. And when the Land Dragon ring is scanned, it chants a combination of Dan Den Don and Zudogan. And both Land Dragon and Gravity rings were created from a stone given to Koyomi by Sora/Phantom Gremlin. Again, I'm going to explain all the different characters in the series by series overview. All Dragon, or Oru Dragon, is accessed with the device called the Drago Timer, which you see right here. It's a combination of all 4 dragon styles created by the Drago Timer, which was made by his inner magic. I'll explain later in the video, I believe, how I have it set up. To achieve this form, you turn the dial on the timer and then press the thumb button on it. As the timer goes, you go ahead switch the function of the wizard driver to read magic, because it'll be on his right hand, and you take the Prism Drago Light, the little dragon device on top, and scan it, and it'll say, "Old Dragon, please." Which means he'll be in flame dragon style, wearing the device, and he'll have not only the skull, but the wings, tail, and claws. He can use all 4 of them in separate attacks. He doesn't have to scan for the finisher for this form. But it's called the All Dragon Burst, or Oru Drago Basuto. A magic seal forms under Wizard, and as he comes up, an elemental form of each dragon style attacks the enemy, creating little seals, and then a final seal wherein his foot makes contact with the enemy, knocking them far away. And this was used to kick things all the way to the sun. Probably the most badass Raido kick of all time. Better than Hyper Kabuto's first use of the Hyper Kick. Special Rush, or Special Rush, is gained from a magic ring called a Special Rush ring from Movie Wars Ultimatum, the ring used here. It was created by you or Poultry from Wizard to use against the enemy. It's literally an all-red version of all dragon style. The finisher is called Special Dragon Rush, or Special Dragon Rushu. It'll attack with all 4 parts of the dragon, then a modified all-dragon burst kick. When the ring is scanned, it'll chant Flame. After it's scanned, it'll chant Flame, Water, Hurricane, and Land. The name of his 4 styles. Now, this style is his ultimate style, Infinity. Literally used like sorry about that. This is Wizard's strongest form. It literally is diamond. I mean, diamond. It was created not from a stone, but his tears for Koyomi being attacked in her. He At the time, he lost his magic and regained it after creating this ring and Dragon forming a new pact with him. The defense and running speed is greatly increased. When I mean defense heightened, as in all attacks deflect off his body, and you just see sparkle like a sparkle invisible shield happen where the attacks hit, literally being a form of pure diamond. And instead of his regular wizard sword gun, his main weapon is Dragon transformed into the Axe Caliber or Akusu Kariba, which you see right here. He can wield it normally in caliber mode, and when he holds it with both hands, like this, the little button here you see on the handle where the infinity ring would be scanned, it'll turn it to axe mode, saying turn on or tan on. The finisher is called Shining Strike or Dragon Shining. Shiningu Strike or Dragon Shiningu. I like Dragon Shining, it's a little easier to say. He presses the hand button while in axe mode, swings it around, and as it swings around, it enlarges, and then he jumps up, and then a mono version of Dragon imbues its powers inside the axe blade and just swings it down and cuts people in half. There is a upgrade of this called the Plasma Shining Strike, and if the button is hit at least 5 times in succession, it will be acting like a boomerang hitting the enemy. After this ring is scanned, it'll chant He Shui Fu Do Bo Zava Bu Dogon. Literally all the forms scanned. And after it's scanned again, after he henshin's, he can move at blinding speed for a few seconds. This ring was first used against Legion, and it pissed off White Wizard like no other, pretty much earning Wizard the title of Nuisance. There is an upgrade to that form, but only used in the Kamen Rider Wizard in Magic Land movie. It's called Infinity Dragon, or Infinity Dragon. The ring used is called the Finish Strike or Finish Strike ring. It's gold. It's a gold ring where you can see the main 4 symbols of the regular styles, and then you see Dragon with his wings and little sections of the wing colored in these styles, and a big diamond for infinity. I don't know if I have a picture of it yet. I'll probably put it up later in the video when I find it. You'll have a gold version. He'll be an infinity style, but he'll have gold versions of the tail, wings, and claws. And the finisher is called Infinity End or Infinity Endu Rider Kick. A gold version of the skull appears on his right foot to kick the enemy, and it will be used in the final battle against Kamen Rider Sorcerer. Holy crap, I'm getting tired of talking, but I still have plenty to talk about here. Now we talk about his his source of power, the Phantom. Wizard Dragon, or Dragon, is Haruto's inner phantom, held back to his soul during Sabat. The dragon was at first reluctant to hold back to help him out, so in order to control him in the younger world, he had to use his motorcycle to form a small pair of extra wings to control him. But after he gains the power of the dragon styles, he's more reluctant to help. And during the first fight of the Phantom Legion, Dragon was destroyed and he was rendered human, but when the Infinity Ring was created, Dragon Naruto's magic returned and becomes Infinity Styles' main weapon, the Excalibur. When the Kick Strike ring is scanned while he's on top of Dragon, he becomes a giant leg and foot and performs a giant rider kick. I mean, huge. The Machine Winger is Wizard's modified dirt bike and is a small pair of wings for on top of Dragon. His weapon wizard sword gun, which you can see a picture of here, is his default weapon. It can convert between a sword and a gun, which you obviously see. When you open the hand, it'll chant, "Come on, a slash, shake hands. Kimona srashu, shake hands." And then scanning a transformation ring will announce the name of the style and then slash strike. Obviously being a rider slash finisher. When the hand is open in gun mode, it'll chant, "Commander shooting, shake hands. Kimona shooting gu, shake gohanzu." And when a transformation is scanned, it chants the styles of the name and then shooting strike. Yeah, pretty much he has multiple attacks from the guy. Okay. I don't have the pictures for these, but they're pretty much simple. Plum monsters, they're familiars used to search for phantoms, and they can all combine with ones that to make a stronger form. Red Garuda, used for aerial reconnaissance. Blue Unicorn, used for land reconnaissance. Yellow Kraken, sea reconnaissance. There's a fourth one called Violet Golem. He doesn't really search for anything. Occasionally he does. But he mainly uses it to create things like the ring chest in an episode and a fake beast driver out of clay. Now, Wizard, and here's why I like Wizard the most. No one else uses magic. Well, maybe Kuga, but not like Wizard. He can have 4 regular styles, 4 upgrades, and 2 ultimate upgrades. Actually, he's pretty much like Kuga almost. Not kidding. I like how his character, he pretty much is almost kind of laid back, but kind of keeps to himself, because before he became a phantom, he lost his parents in a car crash, and then he also, in school, trying out for soccer, he injured his best friend and teammate, and pretty much has to drop everything he does, so in order to fulfill his duties as Kamen Rider Wizard. Now, Wizard here is the 3rd person to use a trench coat, I believe, after Orca, and can't remember the other one. Why am I drawing a blank here? I don't know. The suit actor, I believe, is actually the same guy. I think it actually is the same suit actor that did Maji Red and Maho Sentai Maji Ranger. Don't know how the hell I actually got the name of that right, but oh well. Very similar in how things were between the Maji Ranger and Wizard. Literally, very similar. Okay, I'm running out of things to say, so I'll close this episode by asking your guys' help. For the next battle, I want you guys to list the Kamen Rider to choose for the next battle. It can be from any series, and any rider you think, any rider in this series. So it could be any of the 13 riders from Yuki, the riders from Blade, Feist, Hibiki, Kabuto, any of them. Not any of them from Gon. We really don't know much about them. So this has been the Ringed Wizard. Hope you enjoyed the showtime, because now it's the finale.